Why are you even building software? You're going to fail. Google's going to do it. Microsoft's going to do it. There's no point. What's up, y'all? I felt like I needed to make this video. That comment I said at the very beginning, I've seen so much. Not just for me personally, but just in general when it comes to building out software. I feel like I need to make this video for anyone out there that wants to create software for you to know it actually does work. The current software I'm developing is currently funded by Google, and it started off as a timestamp only software. And then it built out into something really cool, and I keep developing it every single day. This video, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. I don't care about that. I wanna talk about that sediment and what you'll see on any type of video on the topic of building out software. Right off the bat, a couple things. First thing, do you really think with artificial intelligence and the ability to access it through software at the level it is now, which has only been capable in the last 2 years, do you really think Google and all these big tech companies are going to win every single category with every single possibility of new software that could be created? The answer is obviously no. No, it isn't. Therefore, let me give a quick pointer to anyone that's like, what's the point? Why even create a software when all these big tech companies will do it anyways or engulf it in their system? If you think like that in life, you're going nowhere. You're just going to hit a wall. Because what's the point of doing anything? What's the point of starting a business? Now, this may come off as intense, but I guess the target audience for this kind of content is that if you're serious about creating a software / entrepreneurship / starting a business, of course, there's going to be other people you're going to compete with. That's kind of the idea of capitalism. If you went into every single business adventure thinking, oh, there's something that already does that, therefore I shouldn't do that, have fun. I mean, what's the point of Spotify when in 2004 we could have just downloaded music from Pirate Bay and just used the music from Pirate Bay? Like, why do we need Spotify? That mentality and that thought process right there is just like, I mean, I wouldn't want to be you. As in life, the only way to approach life is you got to approach it in the context that you want to start a business and push the boundaries. You got to approach it with full-blown optimism. Because the second you start doubting yourself and the second you start second-guessing your business idea or the software you want to create is the second you lose. I'm creating this video because when you do something different in life and you go down a path that isn't traveled upon by a lot of people, you know what a lot of people are typically going to say? They're going to be negative, not going to necessarily see the full vision of the dream. But who cares? They're not living your life. Your life is your life. Therefore, do things that you care about and go down paths that actually matter to you than conforming to an idea of, wow, this AI revolution looks cool. I want to do something in it. Is there any point though? Because I mean, every idea has already been done for software, right? Any idea that's a new idea for software is just incremental improvements based off past softwares, right? And if you couldn't tell, obviously not. I mean, we are reaching a new age here. The opportunity in this new market obviously is going to be a lot smaller than when the internet was first created. There's going to be low-hanging fruit in this opportunity, but only so many. But it's as simple as when the internet was first created, every idea, any idea hadn't really existed yet because the internet was just created. Therefore, everything was built upon the internet and built upon these old tech companies we see now, where our ability to create software now, we rely on backends like AWS or Google Cloud, therefore functioning our application. So the first level of this cake is already taken. You're probably not going to create a company that specializes in providing value for cloud processing. If our developers there took advantage of that, especially with this iOS app revolution that happened in 2008 onward with Snapchat, Instagram, like really big companies being created through this first layer. So then that brings us to where we are now, where there is a second layer that we're cut out of. We are currently in a position where we are going to rely on cloud processing that's already existed, but the next layer to that is going to be the ability to access artificial intelligence through API, therefore creating the next revolution of our ability to create new types of software. So 2 layers have now been taken. For example, if you want to start an AI company, of course you can, but 5-10 years from now, you're going to be so far behind kind of how cloud processing is now, there really be no point. Therefore, the advantage now for this new software market is specifically leveraging AI providers, cloud processors, and then combining the two to create a high-level software. Which purpose is exactly? We don't know yet. This is so new. People want to write off AI softwares right away. Obviously, there's a lot of junk out there. Of course, there's junk. There's junk in any market. I'm pretty sure in the 90s when websites started being created, it was like pets.com was valued at $5 million. Why? Because it had pets in the domain. That's just how it works. What I can tell you though is don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the noise. If you listen to the noise, you can find yourself boxing in real quick on opportunities that would have otherwise been in front of you. And then 5-6 years down the line, 2030, you're going to be like, wait, you're telling me this was the first time we could access AI at the level it is now in software and I slept for 5 years? I'm not here to say that just because this market exists now, it's going to be easy to create an AI software that actually works. I'm here to say that there hasn't been software companies created yet that will be multi-million, if not billion-dollar companies built on these two layers. Is there going to be a lot of them? Probably not. But is there going to be some? Of course. And the situation is you're in the middle of it right now. Like, I'm not giving you a history lesson. This is the beginning. This same type of conversation and dialogue could have occurred in the late 90s, early 2000s for the first wave of big movers. This same dialogue and conversation could have occurred in 2008 to 2012 on the first movers of iOS app development. This same conversation and dialogue could have occurred right now for AI and software. Beyond everything though, take that current sentiment of what I said in the beginning of this video as a huge positive. As what creates million, if not billion-dollar companies is having the majority of the market feel there's no reason to even try. So I'll leave you with this. If your first initial feeling when creating an AI software is why even do it, other companies or big tech companies will do it already, then don't do it. In the game of entrepreneurship and creating a business, you have to believe in your idea 100%. If you falter just a little bit or feel like you have no chance, this market will sweep you up. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.